Yeah.
No runs?
That's fine with me.
How you doing today? All right, I'm back.
Well,
How y'all doing?
we are good. How are
All right.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have the same talk I had with you last time. If you're gonna be in our office, you have to wear a mask.
And if I don't,
If you don't, I'll call law enforcement and have you escorted, just like last time. Thank you for wearing a mask.
uh,
Do you guys have public records request forms?
They're on our website. We do not have them here.
Oh man, you guys should have them available to the public.
Well, we're not the steward of public records.
Okay.
You can go down to the board's office. They may have them there.
Because we want to try and get the names and ID numbers of the security guards over at the other building. Because they're completely unprofessional.
calling us names, calling us all kinds of stuff. Calling him names, it wasn't cool. It wasn't okay.
At which building?
Just the one directly next door.
At the
the courthouse.
courthouse?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's. I have to check the
They're
reports on
completely
that.
unprofessional.
And that's not okay.
And the deputy Ludwig over there tried to say that even though he's a public servant, he has reasonable expectation of privacy in public, which he does not. While he's in his official capacity.
That is correct. So like I said, in a public space, you are allowed to film. I don't have any problem with that. As I said yesterday. However, if you're going to be in my office with a mask, without a mask, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I know
Okay.
you like to cause a kerfuffle. I'd rather not. I appreciate your colleagues are following the rules.
Mm-hmm.
If you choose not to follow the rules, then I'm going to have to ask you to leave. If you don't leave, I'll call law enforcement like I did last time.
Okay, but you said last time for me to leave, and you said that I asked you if you were trespassing me, and you said no. Are you trespassing me?
I do not have the authority to trespass people as the HR director for the county.
Okay.
So I will not be trespassing you. You can be trespassed if you're preventing people from doing their work, which is what you're doing right now.
I'm not you guys can do the work. I mean, it's up to you guys to decide if you want to work or not.
Do you guys honor medical exemption when it comes to mask wearing?
So if someone has a valid medical exemption, the exemption does not require that we just not let you wear a mask. If there's a specific service you need and you're unable to wear a mask, we can see if we can accommodate that need. But just saying I don't want to wear a mask because I don't want to is not a valid medical exemption.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have to provide an exemption, which is access to a service, not necessarily access to the space. So there is a statewide mandate for masks. If you're unwilling to wear one, as you were yesterday, I'm currently asking you to leave. Please leave unless you wear a mask. Are you willing to wear a mask?
No.
Then please leave my office.
No.
Okay, thank you. We'll now call law enforcement.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you're taking this tack. I'd much rather you just follow the rules that your colleagues are willing to follow. I appreciate that they're being, professional and
Well, the
doing
reason why I wear my mask is I wish to maintain my anonymity.
Yeah, we have people sorry, the Josephine County Courthouse. We have
the concept of audit the auditor. I don't care. It's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any issue with that particular concept, what y'all are doing.
Almost an everyday thing now.
But it appears you're just trying to cause a kerfuffle. And
Monday, yeah, and
concept
last
of
week.
filming us is fine. I don't care. Perfectly First Amendment protected speech. It's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be nice if you just
No.
follow state mandates so we don't have to kick you out of the office and let you do what you want to do.
In the HR office? Without a mask? Yes. Yes. We don't care.
I'm not sure about that. All I know is
What's your name?
Doesn't matter.
Rice Bureau
Doesn't matter.
Brown issued a statewide mandate
That
that
one.
everybody must wear a mask.
Tell them we're just at the courthouse over there.
ARIE.
They know who we are.
Yeah. With you and Dryer.
being said, this is an office that we
Okay.
deal with sensitive records, so if you
Okay.
attempt to
Huh?
film our screens, then we will have to put
No,
a sign
we
up
don't
saying
want
authorized.
No, they're just
She's not, she's being fine, but
videotaping
you've come over here and tried to do that, and we
everything,
have to protect the security of the
We
records that
actually
we have in this
sensitive
office.
records.
Well, you shouldn't have it where the public can see it.
Well,
Because
that's allow
what,
public to come in to
Yeah.
ask questions, but if you're trying to get access to sensitive information, then it precludes us from doing what we're doing. and
right,
we'll have to put a sign up saying
but if I
authorized
didn't have a
personnel only.
camera and I just walked up here with a notepad and no one was paying attention, I could write people's personal
Well, there's a
information
big
down.
difference between someone coming up, asking questions, we help them, and then they go about their day, and we put our stuff away while we help the customer, versus someone who's standing and filming and taking a period of time.
Well, when I came in here a couple days ago, it wasn't, no one was there and the personal information was right there. And it took a while for someone to realize I was sitting there filming and say something.
Well, I said, I would, if you want to film
Yeah.
in a public space,
It-
that's fine. If
with-
you're gonna prevent my
Yeah.
employees from doing their work, I'll put a
With-
sign up saying authorized personnel only, and you won't be allowed in.
with,
It's precluding us
yeah,
from doing our work.
with this camera or with my other camera, my big camera, I could have videotaped everyone's personal information. You know, it doesn't take that much. You know, I can do it with a lot of the cell phones that are coming out. You know, take a video or take pictures and then blow the pictures up.
Well, like I said, we try to have good customer service and allow the public to come in if they have questions. And the downside of that is it does allow stuff to be out on depth, and we try to be as open and public as we can.
Right.
So, but if you're gonna come in and prevent us from doing the work, then we'll have to put up, authorized signature and have people just call in. But that doesn't provide us the customer services we'd like. We prefer to have better customer service than that.
I fully understand.
So, we would prefer that if you follow the state mandate, and put a mask on. It's unfortunate you're unwilling to do that.
You mind if I ask what this lady's name is and that lady's name is? Huh? So I can't know what your name is? Okay. And what about you?
My name is Michelle.
And what's your last name?
I am the HR generalist for Josephine County.
Okay, you're the HR generalist?
Thank you for
I
being
do,
professional, ma'am.
Thank
I
you.
do recruitment, teaching and training for the county.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is your job and title?
Do HR and payroll.
You do HR and payroll? So how can I find your name out?
You don't need to know my employee's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I just observed them videoing me, and I may want to file a FOIA request for.
So FOIA is a federal law. FOIA doesn't apply to records associated with county government.
Actually,
Actually, it does.
No, it doesn't. Freedom of Information Act is a federal law. There's
Okay.
state laws that oversee public records associated with county government.
Okay. Well, they just had a case in Portland where the riot squad had the Portland police have to give activists the officers' full names and titles, and they filed a FOIA request, and Portland said no, and the court said no, you have to do it.
So a FOIA request, now there is Oregon public records law,
Right.
and there are records associated with Oregon, and public records laws are still, we have, every record that we have is public unless it's specifically excluded through the law. The process for requesting that, however, isn't FOIA. FOIA is just a federal law.
Okay.
There's state records law.
Right.
They're still public records. So I don't know the specific case in Portland, whether they were coordinating with the federal response, and that is why specifically FOIA was applicable. As it relates to county government, unless we are in conjunction with the federal agency, public records requests for county records are done through Oregon law,
Right.
not FOIA.
Okay.
It's a bit of a semantic.
Yeah,
However, it's
It's the same thing.
it's a public record.
Yeah.
Well, it's different because what qualifies as a public record that's disclosable under the federal law isn't the same as what qualifies as a public record that's allowed to be released under state law.
Right.
And every state's different.
Yeah, and with them videotaping with them videotaping while they're working,
I'm on my break. I can't work.
I'm on my break.
okay, you can say you're on your break, but you're videotaping in the office.
You
And
know I'm videotaping. You don't know I was videotaping.
Because you're holding up cameras.
So are you guys.
Yeah, and we are.
Any
Okay,
reasonable
so-
person would be
So
able to do
why
this.
can you do it and not me?
You can do it, but as being a public servant or a public employee, that information
Becomes public record.
becomes public record.
So that is speculative.
It's not
It
speculative.
is, if it is part of their official duties and they're doing it as part of their job, the answer is correct. However, if they're doing it as an individual, and they feel that, you know, as an individual who's not currently working, because you're preventing them from doing their work and they're taking a break, that is a private activity.
I'm not
regardless of
preventing
whatever it is.
anyone. I encourage them to do their work.
The challenge we have is you are currently videoing a space where we have sensitive information, and because you're videoing it, it's hard for them to do their job.
Well, legally, it is up to you guys to actually create your privacy.
Yeah, I mean,
We could put up a sign saying you're not allowed in this office. There are offices the public is not allowed. Because we're HR and we deal with recruitment, we've elected not to do that, and most of the time it's not an issue. If we regularly had people in here trying to video, we would have to change our rules and make it a private office. We would rather not do that because it's not good for the citizens of
Right.
Michigan County. So I haven't kicked you out of the office because you were videoing. I've asked you to leave and you've chosen not to because you refuse to follow state mandate.
I got what I wanted here.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
That is, that's,
Oregon highly hates the Constitution.